Om Vakradunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Srutismritipurananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badharayanam Sutrabhashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishwaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shri Medha Dakshinamurti Swamine Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om
Harihi Om. Namaskaram, Guruji.
Namaskaram, everyone. Namaste.
Namaskaram, Guruji.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste. Hari Om. Hari Om. उपादिताधात्म्य विहीन केवल ब्रह्मात्मनैवात्मनि तिष्ठतो मुनेः प्रारब्ध सद्भाव कथान युक्ता स्वप्नार्थ संबंध कतेव जाग्रतः. So this is the 97th sloka in our selection we are seeing. But before we go into the sloka, one of the students have raised one question, which I thought I will deal with right in the beginning. I don't know how many others also have got a similar doubt. See, in the last class, I used certain terminology. So of course, not that new terminology, we have been using it. They are Maya, Mithya, and Chaya. Right? Now the student wants to know what is the connection between all these three words, which we have used. Maya, of course, we all know, we have been repeating it again and again, is the power of Ishvara, with which the entire world is as though created. That is Maya, power of Ishvara. And what is Mithya? When I say the world is as though created, it means that the world appears to exist for all our practical purposes, as we can call it practical. It has got existence, it has got transactability, and it has got utility. We can experience the world, but in reality, the world does not exist. That is the Shastra's position, Upanishad's position. So what you are seeing is only an appearance, but actually there is no existence. There is nothing else other than Brahman which is existing. There is only one entity that is existing, and that is Brahman, and that Brahman I am. This is the final knowledge that the Shastras wants to convey to us. So this is the Mithya part of it. Mithya means that appears to exist, but in actual fact, it does not exist. And the Shastra gives numerous examples. One is that example of a mirage water. From a distance, when you look into a desert, you will feel that there is a very beautiful pond of water there. But when you go near it, you find that there is no water. So what appears to exist has no existence. So many other examples. I gave a rope snake example. And I gave the example of a shadow. Chaya in Sanskrit and also in Hindi means a shadow. It also means shade in Hindi, but here in this context we take a shadow. For example, we are standing with some source of light behind us, could be sunlight or whatever it is. Then we see a shadow of ours in our front. Is that shadow real? Is a question we have to ask. First of all, the shadow has got dependence on us. The shadow does not have independent existence. It is depending on me. Whatever I do, the shadow will also do. If I raise my hand, the shadow will raise its hand. Second thing is, if I move away from the light, there is no shadow. It vanishes. So this is the mithyatva. The example, the chaya word is, it literally means a shadow, and it is a good example to understand what is mithya and how the mithya is dependent on the Brahman, on the Satyam. So here the parallel are Brahman, Maya, then mithya. That is the world. World is mithya. Similarly, me, my shadow is mithya. Appears to be there, but it doesn't. It is not existing. The existence of the shadow is purely dependent upon me only. Similarly, the world does not have any independent existence. Its existence is only depending upon Brahman. That is the context we have to understand. And this is the central theme of all the Upanishads. So I thought that I will clarify these terminologies right in the beginning. Now we'll get back into the sloka. If anybody has got any more doubts, please note it down and we can discuss it during the satsang session. Okay. So now we are studying the status of prarabdham from Shastric angle, Shastriya Drishtya. And we saw that Jnani is one who has got this Shastric vision, and therefore we are studying the prarabdham from Jnani's angle. Previously, from Laukika Drishti or Ajnani's Drishti, we said that Jnanam does not destroy prarabdha. Therefore, prarabdham continues to exist. This was our previous position. Now, Acharya is taking a different position, and the essence of the answer Acharya is going to give is, even though Jnanam does not destroy prarabdha, Jnanam makes prarabdham a mithya. For a Jnani, a prarabdham exists, it is as though exists. Appears, but it has, Jnani negates the reality of the prarabdham. Which for us it is a real thing. So that is the new position from a Jnani's angle Acharya is presenting. Therefore, from Shastriya Drishti, from Jnani's angle, from Atma's angle, prarabdham is also as good as destroyed. Thus, Sanchitam is destroyed, that we saw. Agami is avoided, that also we saw. And prarabdham is as good as destroyed. And therefore, Jnani does not give over importance to the appearing prarabdha. It is like you enjoy the movie, but you don't allow the movie to cause emotional disturbances, to cause samsara. You enjoy the movie deliberately giving it reality. But once the movie is over, once the movie has ended, then you shake off the reality of the movie. Thus, a jnani can appreciate prarabdha and he can even have the emotions rather. But it is with the awareness that all this is mithya. Because even during the movie, sometimes there are certain things, when we go to the movie, we are fully aware it is just a story being presented by a set of actors in different backgrounds and things like that and all. We are fully aware. We are in fact aware of the characters also, in the sense what they are really are. I mean, there is an X actor, Y actress. They are playing these roles in this movie. All that we are aware. Right from the beginning, we are aware that all this is just cooked up thing. There is no reality to this. That it is mithya. But while watching the movie, sometimes we may get emotional because the scenes are presented like that. But once the movie is over, that emotions also go away. After the movie, you don't come out and start, oh my God, this fellow should not have done that. He should have done this way and all that. That we don't even think of, thinking of rather react in such a manner or discuss it in such a manner. This is the same thing for a jnani also. At any time, the jnani can invoke the mithyatvam and brush aside any event in life. So no problem can overwhelm a jnani. At any time, he has got the facility to say, this is an appearance, it is not true. Na prahrishet priyam prapya, no dvijet prapya cha priyam. Therefore, prarabdham is not destroyed by jnanam in laukika drishti. Laukika drishti, we said, prarabdham jnanam does not destroy prarabdham. Whereas in the Shastriya drishti, jnani's drishti, prarabdham is as good as destroyed. And that is what is being discussed by Acharya now. And both the answers, prarabdham is destroyed, prarabdham is not destroyed, both answers are correct from different standpoints. So if you ask, prarabdham is there, the jnani will say, yes, it is there. If you ask the jnani if prarabdham is not there, he will say, yes, it is not there. So he will talk from both the angles. He will from a standpoint of a jnani and also from the standpoint of a jnani. Like if you ask a mirage water jnani, you ask him, is there water there? He will say, yes, it is there, because it appears, you can see the water. Then you ask, mirage water is not there? He will say, no, it is not there. Because when we go and examine it, that water vanishes. So both the answers are true. Both the answers are given in the Shastra. And therefore, from this 97th verse onwards, Shankaracharya says, there is no prarabdham for a jnani from jnani's angle. That is what he is now discussing. Now let us look at this sloka. Prarabdha sadbhava kathana yukta. Na yukta. Not correct. Not valid. What? Prarabdha sadbhava katana yukta, talking about existence of prarabdham after jnanam. That is not correct. Prarabdha sadbhava means existence of prarabdham after jnanam. And katha means a statement Or you can even interpret it as story. The story of existence of prarabdham after jnanam is not correct, not valid. Not appropriate. Okay, but just now you said that prarabdha karma is there. It is not for a jnani, it is not destroyed. Yes. So you have to understand from which angle we are saying this, that talking about the existence of prarabdham after jnanam is not valid or correct. He says munehe. From the standpoint of a wise person, a jnani, when he privately thinks within himself, he will say, I don't have prarabdha. But in front of people who do not understand, who have not exposed to Shastra, he will say that there is a body. I'm actually in the body. I've got these problems, these health problems I have got. He will share with everybody else all his problems. But when others are gone, in his privacy, his attitude towards the body, bodily pain, family situation, etc., he will brush aside. Just like a person who has woken up from a dream. In a dream, you are in a dream world and experiencing so many things. But when you wake up, everything you just brush aside. And that is the example Acharya gives here. Swapna artha sambandha katha iva jagrataha. So he says, acceptance of prarabdham after jnanam is like talking about the dream object after waking up. Swapna artha sambandha. Sambandha means association with swapna artha, dream objects. Imagine in a dream, I win a big lottery, 10 crore lottery prize, some Sikkim lottery or something like that. And after waking up, can I claim that I am richer by 10 crores? I can't. If I start looking for the lottery ticket to claim the 10 crores, after I wake up, people will ask, what is wrong with you? Which lottery ticket are you talking about? So how will I look at that prize money, that sambandha or that connection with the dream prize money? It is as good as there is no connection. The dream money is also there. The dream lottery ticket is also not there. Our connection to dream money is also not there. So Shankaracharya says, anybody talking about the relationship with dream money after waking up is katha iva, story like. Iva means yatha na yukta. It is meaningless. When na yukta is understood, it is not valid. So here the iva he uses instead of repeating yatha na yukta. So talking about connection with the dream money after waking up is meaningless. Similarly, a jnani has become a super waker. He continues to be a waker from others' angle. Because people may not know he is a jnani. Nobody knows. In fact, only jnani will know that he is a jnani. You cannot be judgmental about jnanis. Because jnani will come and present himself to the world as an ajnani only. He will not want to create an inferiority complex among the people. He will not even talk about all these things in front of people. Only when a student comes, a mumukshu comes and wants to have the teaching, he will reveal all these things. When the student comes and tells the Jnani, please teach me Vivekachudamani, that Jnani will tell him all these things. Otherwise, generally, he will never ever talk about it. So in privacy, Jnani is a super waker and the world is a dream. It's as good as non-existence. And how do you say he's a super waker? Because he has woken up to his higher nature, which is not a Jiva Bhava. He has woken up to his higher nature, which is Brahma Bhava, Ishwara Bhava, super waker status. And that is what is said here. Upadhi tadatmya vihida kevala brahmatmana iva atmani tishtataha mune. In fact, in this sloka, a lot of Sanskrit is involved and so many compound words are involved. We have to separate those compound words, and for that, a good knowledge of Sanskrit is required. For Sanskrit students, these slokas are all very good exercise to practice, their Sanskrit or revise their Sanskrit knowledge also. So, Brahmatmana tishtataha munehe. A muni, a jnani, who is abiding in the jnanam all the time because of nididhyasanam. He has done his nididhyasanam and understands his real nature. He abides in that real nature. How does he look at himself? He says, Brahmatmana hai, in the form of Brahman only, in the form of the all-pervading consciousness principle, who has projected this dream world, number one, and regular dream world, number two. So I, as a Jnani, have projected two dream worlds. One, through my Maya Shakti, I am projecting this entire creation. And two, with my Nidra Shakti, I am projecting the dream world. And I understand both of them are mithya because both of them are resting on me. They are dependent on me. They have no independent existence. They are resting on me, the Brahman. And Adi Shankara says this in Manisha Panchakam also. Brahmaivahamidam jagatcha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam sarvam chaitada vidyaya trigunaya asesham maya kalpitam. It's all a play of Maya. For a Jnani, this sloka is not a sloka for him. It is a fact. I look at the world as a projection in me. So, Brahmatmana tishtataha munehe. And what type of Brahman? Kevala Brahmatmana, non-dual Brahman. There is no second thing which is as real as me. The second thing that appears for me is the upadhi. Body is appearing for me. Mind is appearing. They are all called upadhi. Even when the body, mind, upadhi disappears, it is mithya only. I don't have any real connection with mithya. Just like the dry sand is not connected to the mirage water. The mirage water appears in the sand, but it does not wet the sand. It cannot wet the sand. Body, mind appears in me, but I am never affected. Remember the teaching of Vedanta about my nature. I am never affected by any event that happens in the Mithya universe and any event that happens in the Mithya body, mind, sense complex. I have no connection because they are all appearing, but they have no reality. If at all you say there is a reality, it is I who has lent a reality to them. And all these thoughts are very natural to him because a jnani has become a jnani after a long nididhyasanam. He has got rid of his past orientation, his past identification with the body, mind, sense complex. He has totally got rid of. And this he has achieved through nididhyasanam. And therefore, Shankaracharya says, Upadi tadatmya vihina hai. Tadatmyam means, Upadi tadatmyam means abhimana, affinity, identification. Sambandha tadatmyam. Jnani is vihina, free from, absence of. So tadatmya vihina means free from identification with body, mind, sense complex, family, relations, friends, etc. All this. Therefore, he does not think that I am the body or I have the body, I am the mind or I have a mind or I have a family, etc. He does not talk about my family. The very word my has gone. Because the very word my establishes a connection, a relationship. And jnani is asanga hai. He says, न मृत्युर न शंका न मे जाति भेद है पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बंधुर न मित्रम. Nirvana Shatkam. Shankaracharya says, what is the standpoint, what is the vision of a jnani? न मृत्युर न शंका न मे जाति भेद है पिता नैव नैव माता न जन्म न बंधु न मित्रम. Nothing is there. Where is the question of my spouse, children, grandchildren, etc.? All these are only from the worldly angle. From a paramarthika drishtiya, I have no relationship. Vishwam pashyati karya karanataya swaswami sambandhatah शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राध्यात्मना भेदतः. Again, Adi Shankara, work after work, he is bringing out this message only. Because that is the message of the Vedas, that is the message of the Upanishads. This lines, Dakshinamurti Stotram. So father, mother, brother, sister, spouse, children, grandchildren, all of them are wiped out in the tornado of Jnanam. Jnanam sweeps away everything. Neha nanasti kinchana. When everything is swept away, where is the question of prarabdham? When the whole world is dismissed, a dot of prarabdham is too insignificant even to be discussed. So how can I talk about prarabdha problem? So when I look at from Atma angle, prarabdha becomes as good as non-existent. Upadhi tadatmya vihina hai. In short, a jnani abides in Atma, freeing himself from the identification with Anatma. So a jnani is one who has done Jiva Bhava Durbalikaranam and Brahma Bhava Prabalikaranam. he has weakened his jiva status through nididhyasanam, and he has strengthened his Brahman status also through nididhyasanam. Privately, he can look at himself only as Brahman. So, Kevala Brahmatmana iva Atmani Tishtataha Munehe, in the form of such Brahman. Brahmatmana iva means in the form of such Brahman. Atmani. Here again, Atmani means in his mind, in his understanding. There is no physical event involved in all these things. A Jnani will not, like the Vikramaditya story we have heard, his judgment seat. So he will not, normally he will sit in all sofa and all, but when he has to do Jnanam, he will go and sit some, Brahman chair or something, nothing like that. Even sitting on the floor, Jnani will be abiding in Brahman. So this abidance is awareness of the Jnanam, Aham Brahmasmi. That is what is, that awareness is called abidance. Therefore, Atmani, in his mind, in the form of constant awareness, the Jnani abides in Brahman. And for him, the story of Prarabdha is a joke. If other people say, Swamiji, you are suffering so much, then for the sake of conformity, he will say, yeah, there are problems. I am getting old, all those things he will say. But within himself, he sees this also as what? Matra sparshastu kaunteya. Because even as a karma yogi, he has practiced, he has reduced his deha abhimana by surrendering the body to Bhagavan. He has practiced Sharanagati throughout Karma Yoga. In Karma Yoga, he has already donated the body to Vishwarupa Ishvara. As that in Hindi there is a bhajan, Tan man dhan sab kuch tera. Of course, they don't, only at the lip service is there. Tan man dhan sab kuch tera. So, in Jnana Yoga, he says, I don't have even a body to donate because this body is mithya. How can I donate something which does not exist? Therefore, either through donation or Sharanagati to Bhagavan, Deha Abhimana goes away. Or you can say by Brahmanishta, Deha Abhimana goes away. Therefore, Jnani does not accept Prarabdha from his personal angle. We'll continue. 98th sloka. अजो नित्य इति ब्रूते श्रुतिरेषा त्वमोघवाक् तदात्मना तिष्ठतोऽस्य तिष्ठतः तदात्मना तिष्ठतः अस्य कुतः प्रारब्ध कल्पना. Different meter. It doesn't matter. The Anvaya of this sloka is Ajaha Nityah iti Shrutihi Brute Yesha tu Amogavak Tadatmana Tishtatah Asya Prarabdha Kalpana Kutah. Ajaha. Ajaha means unborn. Nityaha, timeless, not bound by time. Iti, thus. Shrutihi, the Vedas. Brute, declare. Esha, she. Tu, indeed. Amoghavak, of ease of infallible words. That the words of Vedas are infallible. Tadatmana, as that very Atma, Tishtataha Asya, for him who remains. Prarabdha Kalpana, this imputing of Prarabdha Kutaha, how? Yeah, how can we impute this Prarabdha for one who remains as the very Atma, as the very Brahman? So the simple meaning of this sloka is Shruti declares thus what? Atma is unbound and not bound by time. And Shruti is indeed of infallible words. For one who remains as that very unborn, timeless Atma, how can we impute Prarabdha to such a person? Again, the same thing, same argument, Shankaracharya is continuing. So, if you remember, we are talking or discussing this issue of Prarabdham in so great details in the context of Videha Mukti. Because the assumption is that for a jnani till Videha Mukti Prarabdham will there, and on Videha Mukti Prarabdham will go away. That's what we have seen. So I am assuming I have Prarabdham. I am assuming I am exhausting the Prarabdham. And I am also assuming, and this is all from a Ajnani Drishti, don't get confused. I am assuming that the Prarabdham has started fructification when I am born. In fact, my very birth, as whatever I am, as a human being, as a male, or as in the family, in India, whatever it is, all that is all because of my Prarabdham. Thus, I talk about the presence of Prarabdham, exhaustion of Prarabdham, etc. And all these patterns of thinking are based on the assumption that I am the body. When I look upon myself as the body, I have a strong Deha Abhimana. I have to think Prarabdham has started from my birth. I have an horoscope. There are various Shani Dasha, Buddha Dasha, Rahu Dasha, Ketu Dasha. So many things are there in my horoscope. So I am born, I am the body, I have various dashas, I am exhausting the prarabdha. All these are under the assumption that I am the body which is born on a given date of birth. So and so date, and so place, at so and so time. Your birth certificate will say all these things. And Shankaracharya says, this story has been long forgotten by a jnani who has delved into the Upanishad mantras and who has made the Upanishad mantras meaningful for himself. For a jnani, they are not just mantras in his notebook or CD or downloaded from the internet. They are alive in his brain. Every moment he is aware of these mantras. And in fact, Shankaracharya has kept in his mind one famous mantra from Kathopanishad, which Bhagavan Krishna also has borrowed in Bhagavad Gita. Of course, Bhagavan Krishna does a little bit rephrasing. Partially, he has borrowed this mantra from Kathopanishad. What is the Kathopanishad mantra? न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चिन्नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित् अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Gita students will remember this. We discussed in while studying Gita also. What is the Gita version of this mantra? न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः na hanyate hanyamane sharire. The second line, Bhagavan Krishna straight away lifts from Kathopanishads and incorporates in Bhagavad Gita. Even the first line, na jayate mriyate va kadachit, in the Kathopanishad, na jayate mriyate va vipaschin. That's all. That, meaning is the same, but different vocabulary. That's all. So, Jnani is aware of all these teachings every moment. I am the Atma. And Kathopanishad mantra says, Ajaha Nityaha. And that is exactly what Shankaracharya brings into this shloka. Ajo Nitya iti brute. Now the word Ajaha, people who know a little bit Sanskrit will say, oh, Ajaha means goat. What is the connection of goat to this? They will ask. Here we should not take the Rudhi Artha. Rudhi Artha means popular, conventional meaning of the word Ajaha. We have to take what we call Yaugika Artha. So Yaugika Artha is na jayate. Ajaha means na jayate. The one which is not born. So I am never the body. I am never born. So where is the question of prarabdha? And prarabdha is supposed to be a part of karma that I have earned in the purva janma, right? When I don't have even the vartamana janma, the current janma itself, where is the question of past janma? Where is the question of earning prarabdha, sanchita karma, agami karma, etc.? Nothing is there. Where is the question of getting current janma through prarabdha? And where is the question of exhausting the prarabdha in the current janma? All these are dream stories. How can I ever think on those lines? After self-knowledge, I as a jnani will not attribute reality to prarabdham. That means prarabdham becomes unreal for me, mithya for me. Prarabdham continues, but continues as mithya. Until now, as long as I was an ajnani, prarabdham continued as satyam. Hereafter, prarabdham will continue as mithya. And not only prarabdham is mithya, in fact, every anatma is mithya. Everything other than me, the atma, the observer, the sakshi, chaitanyam, is mithya. In fact, in this very Vivekachudamani, we have not seen this sloka. It's 123rd sloka. Shankaracharya says, Maya karyam sarvam mahat mahadadi deha paryantam asat idam anatma tattvam vidhi tvam maru marichika kalpam. The example of mirage water I gave is from this sloka. Maya, he says, starting from Maya, which is the costume of Ishvara. Maya karyam sarvam. Everything is products of Maya. Mahadadi deha paryantam. From Mahat onwards up to my own body. Stula sukshma karana shariram. Asatidam. Anatma tattvam. The entire anatma prapancha. The visible as well as the invisible karmatrayam. Karmatrayam means what? Sanchita, agami, prarabdham. They all come under anatma. Idam anatma tattvam asat. In the vision of a jnani, it is all asat. Asat means mithya. That which does not have independent existence, unreal. So what is unreal? As good as non-existence. Tvam vidhi, may you note, may you understand, may you register. Maru Marichika Kalpam. The entire Anatma Prapancha is like the mirage water. Marichika, appearing on Maru, the dry sand. A desert in Sanskrit is called Marubhumi, sand desert, So, like the water which appears on the desert sand, which has no reality, which has no independent existence, similarly, everything in this world is Maya Karyam and they are all Mithya. They have no independent existence. It is I who lend existence to these things. So Prarabdham becomes unreal for a Jnani. Prarabdham continues, but it is unreal. And this negation of the reality of Prarabdham, reality of the world, reality of the body is very, very significant from a philosophical angle and also from practical angle. From philosophical angle, it is important. Then alone I can say I am Atma alone is there. I am Advaita Atma. I am that Kevala Brahman. And when you say that, what will happen? All other schools of philosophies, including Visishta Advaita, Advaita, everybody will raise a question. How can you claim you are Advaitam? You are experiencing the body, you are talking to your students, you go for Bhiksha, you are writing books, you are giving lectures, public lectures. You continue all transactions which require duality. And yet you keep on asserting, I am non-dual, I am non-dual. How do you claim you are Advaitam? In fact, this is the biggest attack on Advaitam coming from all other schools of philosophy. But we have an answer. Whether they accept the answer or not, it is their problem. Now, my answer is based on a source, not just my experience. And the source is Upanishad, which is was a Veda Vak for us. Nothing else is true other than the words of the Shastra, of the Vedas. So I say I am Advaitam because what you are talking about, body, transaction, etc., everything to me belongs to the Anatma category. And what is that Anatma? Even though it appears, it cannot be counted as a second entity. Why? Because what I have done, I have negated their reality, withdrawn their reality. Transactionally, they are there, but I don't lend any reality to them. And if you are saying Dvaitam and all that, okay, go to the desert and drink that water which is there, the mirage water, go and drink. That is also appearing to be real. And taking it to be real, you can go towards that also. I will say that you have superimposed the snake on the rope and you are mortally scared and you run away from that rope. I know the reality of the rope. The snake is only a superimposition. So I don't run away from the rope. I am very much there, but I am not scared of the rope. So Advaitam is in spite of Dvaita Anubhava. Advaitam is not absence of Dvaitam. It is in spite of Dvaitam. And this is very, very significant. And therefore, the negation of reality is philosophically significant. And practically also, the negation of reality of anatma is significant because once this prarabdham, the world, the body, etc., are all understood as mithya, their capability to scare me goes away. Their frightening nature goes away. I can handle them without any fear. What prarabdham you are talking about? I was never born. I am an akarta. I have never done anything. So what punyam and papam you are actually attributing to me? Puja Swamiji says, it is like handling a cobra after removing its fangs. Defanged cobra doesn't frighten me. In fact, once I know that it is a defanged cobra, not only I need not run away from that, I can in fact take the cobra in my hand and look at it very closely, appreciate its beautiful form, different patterns. So beautiful. The snakes, if you actually are able to see the patterns on their body, beautiful patterns. You can enjoy those patterns. Different snakes, different patterns. Or even I can assume myself to be Lord Shiva. I can take a snake, a cobra, and put it on my neck. I can use a cobra as my ornament. I can become cobra bharana hai, like naga bharana hai. I can do anything with it because I know it is harmless, it is defanged. Not only that, this defanged world, this mithya world, I will enjoy. It can become a bhushanam and abharanam for me. I will cherish all these experiences knowing fully well it is mithya. I will go to a movie, I will clap, I will cry, I will laugh, I will do everything keeping the fact in mind, in back of my mind, that it is all mithya. It is all just a movie. I need not take it seriously. But that need not stop me from enjoying the movie. So therefore, a jnani is no longer scared of prarabdham. He welcomes prarabdham. Because he is actually one way thankful that because of this prarabdham alone, I am able to continue to be alive. This prarabdham gives me the semblance of being alive, interact with the people, my students, my devotees, etc. Otherwise, I would have died in the wake of knowledge. Not only I am able to be alive as a jnani, not only I have a body, I can also enjoy my glory. How? Because I know I, the Atma alone, appear as the triad, the Jiva Rupena, Jagat Rupena, Ishwar Rupena, all three forms, the Vyavaharika forms, I, the Atma alone appears. I have converted myself into all this. So when I have converted, I can enjoy the glory of each of them. Jivan Mukti is possible because of Prarabdham. Therefore, a Jnani will say, I am not only Prarabdham is not frightening me, in fact, accepting the Prarabdham by the others is welcome to me. Mind you, we have to be very careful and understanding this. Jnani is not negating the Prarabdham. Jnani is only negating the reality of Prarabdham. And because he is negating the reality of Prarabdham, like he is negating the reality of the snake on the rope snake example, Prarabdham does not frighten him anymore. And this is what Shankaracharya is explaining here. And all this the Jnani is able to do because he looks at Prarabdham not as the body. Because as the body, if I look at Prarabdham, I will be frightened because it is going to give me old age, disease, death, etc. But as Atma, when I look at Prarabdham, it is welcome. It has provided me with a body to enjoy my real glory. If I ignore my real nature, Prarabdham becomes a burden. On the contrary, if I negate the reality of Prarabdham, I can revel in Ananda. Mind you, all these are process of Nididhyasanam of a Jnani. All this a Jnani has practiced over a long period of time. People normally ask, when they hear this word Nididhyasa, it's a very beautiful word. Nididhyasanam is a beautiful word. If you say meditation, nobody will say, okay, meditation everybody does. I did Nididhyasanam. Oh, very good, fantastic. So it's a special connotation is there. So people ask, in fact, many students here itself ask, what is this Nididhyasanam? How do I do Nididhyasanam? Whatever Shankaracharya is talking in all these slokas, especially the last two slokas, is Nididhyasanam only. First of all, in Nididhyasanam, you have to completely assimilate the fact that you do not have a date of birth. Tear away your birth certificate. Not literally, don't do that. You may require it for some official purposes. But in your mind, I am Ajaha, unborn. Where is the question of all this prarabdham, blah, blah, and all for me? Where is the question of present janma, past janma, sanchita, agami, etc.? I cannot even say I am Jivan Mukta because Jivan Mukta is for one for whom the body relationship continues. So I do not have any relationship with the body. Therefore, there is no meaning for Jivan Mukti, Videha Mukti. I am Nitya Mukta hai. I was Mukta in the past, I am Mukta present, in the future also I will be Mukta because I have no birth. There is no question of my ending. I am eternal. Ajaha Nityam. I do not have body connection in all three periods of time. So I am not going to become Videha, free from body. I am Nitya Videha. In fact, in Kathopanishad itself will come. Ashariram Sharireshu Anavasteshu Avastitam. I have no connection with this Mithya body at any time. Let the body continue to appear and let it move on. And therefore he says, Srutiresha tu amoga vak. Esha Srutihi means this Katha Upanishad mantra. And what type of mantra it is? Amogha vak, which is ever true. Amogha means that which is not false. Mogha means false. Amogha means that which is not false. Infallible is the literal meaning, which is Satyam. Vak means the word of the Upanishad. That means what? Upanishad says, I am Brahman. Yet I keep on saying, I am miserable Jiva. So a Jnani who has studied Vedanta for years, how can he retain a thinking that I am miserable Jiva? When the Upanishad words are true for me. I am Ajaha, I am Nityaha, I am birthless, I am deathless Brahman, says the Upanishad. Therefore, Esha refers to the Upanishad mantra Ajo Nityaha, iti Esha, such a Upanishad mantra, which is always Pramanikam, valid. Brute. Brute means it makes a statement. The Shruti Upanishad mantra makes a statement. It states the following fact. What is the fact? Ajaha nityaha. I am birthless, timeless, and deathless. Tadatmana tishtataha asya. For a jnani, this awareness is green in his mind all the time, even when the so-called mithya prarabdha is battering the mithya body and the mithya mind. No doubt pain is there, but this awareness born of jnanam is never lost sight of. Then he concludes, asya jnaninaha, that for such a jnana nishta, who is abiding in this awareness all the time, kutaha prarabdha kalpana. Where is the question of prarabdha, etc.? We will see about that in the next class. Okay, I'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti
Shanti, Shanti,
Shanti
Shanti.
Harihi Om
Harihi Om, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Harihi
Harihi
Om.
Om.
Dhanyavadaha. Thank you all very much. Hari
Thank
Om.
you very much, Guruji.
Thank you.
Namaskaram, Guruji.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram, Guruji. Thank you.
Namaskaram. Thank you.
Namaskaram.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Thank you, Guruji. Hari Om.
Hari
Thank
Om.
you.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om
Thank you.
Guruji, धन्यवाद.
Dhanyavadaha. Dhanyavadaha. Any questions, doubts? No hands have gone up. And I guess I can close the session if there are no doubts. Okay. Okay then, Hari Om. Thank you all very much. We'll meet next. I want to tell one announcement. Next week, we will have to skip the class because I am traveling in the morning. I'll be in the flight. So I can't take the class next Sunday, right? So next class we will have on the Sunday after, rather, which will be, I think, August, some date. I'll check the date. I'll send a circular also, the note in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
very much.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Hari
Good
Om.
night.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Bye.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.